Hey, if you're new here, this is the spot for neurodivergent people who are done being told they just need to try harder. Today we're talking about shame, specifically the kind that lives in your chest when you forgot something important again, when you said the wrong thing again, when you looked around at everyone else's life and thought, why is this so much harder for me? I want to offer you something different today. Not toxic positivity, not a pep talk. The actual neuroscience of why zero shame isn't just a nice idea. It's the only way your brain actually learns to change. Welcome to Wisdom from the Porch. I'm GP. This is Wisdom from the Porch. Here's something most people don't know. Shame and motivation are processed in completely different parts of the brain. When you feel shame, your nervous system reads it as a threat. It triggers the same fight or flight response as physical danger. And when you're already living with ADHD, or you're a highly sensitive person, or your sensory system is running hot, your threat response is already calibrated higher than most people's. So shame doesn't motivate you, it immobilizes you. It shuts down the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for planning, decision-making, and follow-through. The exact things we're told we're bad at. You know what that cycle looks like. You forget something, you feel ashamed. That shame floods your nervous system. Your brain goes offline. You can't focus. You forget something else. More shame. The loop tightens. It's not a character flaw. It's a neurological chain reaction. And the only thing that breaks the chain is removing shame from the equation entirely. That's zero shame. Not pretending things don't go wrong. Not bypassing accountability. Just refusing to let shame be the tool. Now, let me break down the 3 places shame hides in neurodivergent life. Because it's sneaky. It doesn't always show up as, I'm terrible. Sometimes it sounds a lot more like something else. Number 1, productivity shame. This is the voice that says you're lazy because you can't seem to start things. That you're failing because your to-do list is identical to last week's. That other people just do the work and you should too. The truth? ADHD brains don't have a motivation problem. They have a dopamine access problem. Starting tasks require a neurochemical bridge that neurotypical brains build automatically. Ours doesn't. That's not laziness. That's neuroscience. Number 2, relationship shame. This one sounds like, I'm too much. I'm not enough. I talk too fast. I feel too deeply. I forget things that matter to people I love. Highly sensitive people and neurodivergent people often experience relationships as higher stakes than the other person does. Because our nervous systems are wired to feel everything more intensely. That's not a flaw. That's actually the thing that makes you deeply loyal, empathetic, and present when someone really needs you. Number 3, financial shame. This is the one nobody talks about. The impulsive purchase you regret. The bill you forgot to pay. The business idea you couldn't execute. The way money feels chaotic, no matter how hard you try to get control of it. ADHD and financial dysregulation are deeply connected, and it has nothing to do with your intelligence or your worth. Your brain is reward-seeking, present-focused, and struggles with future planning by design. The shame around money is one of the heaviest things neurodivergent people carry, and it's almost never talked about in a real way. We're going to talk about it. That's what this porch is for. All right, here's one clear next step for you today. I call this the Zero Shame Reset. It's a 3-part grounding tool you can use in under 3 minutes, anywhere, anytime the shame spiral starts. Step 1, name it without judgment. Say out loud or in your head, I'm in a shame spiral right now. That's it. Don't analyze it, don't fix it, just name it. Naming an emotion reduces its neurological intensity by up to 50%. That's actual research from UCLA. When you name what's happening, your prefrontal cortex comes back online. Step 2, separate the behavior from your identity. I forgot to do that thing is a fact. I'm someone who always forgets things is a story. The fact is workable. The story is a shame spiral wearing a logic costume. Literally say, I did X. I am not X. One sentence. It sounds simple. It rewires over time. Step 3, one physical reset. Your nervous system needs a signal that the threat is over. The simplest one, slow exhale. Breathe in for 4 counts. Out for 8. One round. The extended exhale activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the reset and recovery mode. It tells your body, we're safe. We can think now. Name it, separate it, reset it. That's the Zero Shame Reset. Use it this week. Look, you didn't come to this porch by accident. You're here because some part of you is done carrying the weight of a brain that was never broken, just misunderstood. Zero shame isn't a destination. It's a practice. It's saying every single day, I'm going to deal with what happened without making it about who I am. That's how neurodivergent people grow. Not through shame, through clarity. If this hit home, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Leave a review on Spotify, 5 stars if you're feeling generous. It genuinely helps this show reach more people who need it. And as always, thank you to Cloud Microphones for supporting these conversations. This has been Wisdom from the Porch. I'm GP. You're always welcome on the porch.